man. Check.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's go.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. 6-6, pull it high. Hit it.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
70.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
61. Match box.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
60 Pittsburgh.
Double time. You got three.
Go.
On third down, McLean. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, box drop.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. McLean, he's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They give to Johnson going right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Single receiver. Hey, you're
Hey!
single receiver.
Get it.
Back to throw. McLean. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Set. 60 outlaw. Go. Hey, wahoo. Go.
Looking to throw. McLean. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Hey, high 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Curtis Samuel, 93 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You draw Porter.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Switch! Bang, 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 bang! Jim! Check!
Rock it!
Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on second down. McLean, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Yeah.
Operating from the gun. McLean is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
To throw on second down, Drake. Going up top. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 49.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
80 weapon. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. Rainey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
4-yard line.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check the call, check the call. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Here we go. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Look, squeeze. Ready.
On second down, Rainey. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Set.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Clear.
On 3rd down, Rainey And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Right here, right here. Check protein, spill. And ready.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first down, McClain flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McClain, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, McClain. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check right, check right. Switch, switch, switch. Greystone travel.
55, come on, guys, 55. Here we go.
On first down, Rainey. And he's got this down to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 79 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. McLean. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Set, ready, 18 Gator.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Go.
Slam.
Go.
They'll try the left side. Rainey Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Second and 15. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end. And now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third and long. Drake. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. McLean. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
50, plant.
First down, Steelers.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Hey, echo.
Back to throw. McLean. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Looking to throw on second down. McLean. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken at the 3. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 8. They will find Davis. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
60 all. Take 3. 218, chop.
2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
54.
Hey!
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, zoom. Snap.
To throw on second down. Drake. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
15 line. 15 line.
That's a gain of 4.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
3rd and 5.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey.
On 3rd down, Rainey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
Check.
You're out.
15.
5.
On 4th down, Drake. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
30 base.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check. Watch the ship.
Hey.
Watch the ship. Sponge. Hit it.
They'll try the left side. Rainey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. So that one will be accepted. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 1st and 10, McLean, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And the Steelers on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. McLean, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, McLean. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 50, plant. 55. On the ball. On your team. Greystone, travel. 10. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Rainey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Two draw quarters.
Check 31.
Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rainey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the ready.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha. Yo, 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 go, go. You better bring it.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Dude.
Operating from the gun. Drake. He's got his tight end fan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Rainey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Rainey, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
61, matchbox lights. Yes, yes.
On 3rd down, Rainey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. So bad mistake there by the kicker as the ball goes out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McLean. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
80 weapon. Get it.
There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47th. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Back to throw. McLean. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Throwing on first down. McLean. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Next 3. 218. Chopper. Snap.
On first down, Rainey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, watch the slant.
Bam. Bam. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Foxtrot. Yep. 5.
Off the play fake. Drake. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. McLean. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On third down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch 82. Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late.
They run. It's Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game.
Down. 90 Wolf. Check 55 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we get it.
This a quick pass to Davis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Now. Mike, 55, Mike, 55. I'm going to run you.
Off play action. Drake. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week.